If you have any interest in living a longer, healthier life and want to know how much diet plays a role in this, then this video is definitely for you. Hello, I'm Dr. James Bogash, publisher of Modern Health Myths, and today we're going to talk about a study looking at something called telomeres and how they are related to the Mediterranean diet. So let's start with talking about the Mediterranean diet, which is most people have a general idea of what that involves, but um, while there's no ideal diet for everybody, the Mediterranean diet certainly fits in nicely and holds out well in the research for lowering risk of chronic disease. It is a very palatable diet, so most people on the Mediterranean, we should say, style of eating don't have any complaints. Generally olive oil based. If there's lower in animal products, generally fish, wild caught fish, lots of fruits and vegetables, and also probably has to do with olive oil and certain fats that we absorb, like lycopene, the red pigment in tomatoes. So like tomato sauce and things like that, we may actually absorb the lycopene better in a Mediterranean diet because of the oils present in the diet. The telomeres are a term that some people are familiar with, but generally I consider telomeres as the wick on the end of our cell. A cell can only divide so many times. It's something called the Hayflick limit, and after that the cell dies. So essentially the longer telomere means that cell is going to live longer. Despite what some products or multi-level marketing companies will tell you, I have never come across anything that suggests that we can lengthen a telomere. So if somebody tries to sell you something like that, I'm not entirely sure I would be spending money on that. However, we can look at telomeres, typically on the white blood cells because they're easy to look at, and get an idea for what makes them last longer, so to speak. So if we look at a diet and that the people who have those diets have longer telomeres than people eat a crappy American processed food diet, then we can get a very good idea that those people are going to have, with the longer telomeres, are going to have a longer, healthier life. So needless to say, you can put the two together. But in this particular study, researchers looked at a group of people and how long their telomeres were, and the relationship with how many factors of Mediterranean diet, or how adherent they were to a Mediterranean diet, and the length of the telomeres. So comes as no surprise to find that people with the Mediterranean diet actually had longer telomeres, which could then relate a pretty strong assumption that those people are going to live healthier, longer lives. Interestingly enough, I reviewed a study looking at how much the Mediterranean diet potentially had an impact on COVID deaths, and it was dramatic in Italy, between southern and northern Italy. You can certainly look back in the video archives under COVID and find some more information. As always, I'll post a link to this particular study in the comment section, and make sure you like this video, share it with somebody who you think needs the information, and subscribe to the channel.